Welcome back, Guardians. This is Geezer Gamer once again with some PvP play. I decided to go ahead and play a match tonight. I'm a little burnt out from Iron Banner, but gave it a shot. I'm sticking with my loadout I finished with yesterday. I'm Arcstrider, Middle Tree, Crimson. Thought I'd show you off what I got with Claws of the Wolf. I got Kill Clip, Snapshot Sights, Flared Magwell, and Chambered Compensator. It's a pretty stable build, and the masterwork is stability, so I decided to go ahead and completely masterwork this because I've used it enough to know that this is actually a pretty good gun. Currently I'm playing on controller on PC. I have a new controller. I went Xbox, which is the first time I did that. I moved to PC from PS4, so though the controllers are similar, they're a bit different, so not so difficult to get used to as mouse and keyboard, which by the way I was doing better. But I think right now I'm going to stick with controller and just see how that goes. Okay, here's my roll on my hammerhead. Surrounded, Feeding Frenzy, Extended Mag, Fluted Barrel. And once again went for stability on this. For me, the LMG is about stability because the hammerhead already has great range. And if you can't stay on target, it doesn't do you any good. So here we go, going into a control match, quick play. You know what you're going to get here. It's usually sweat fest. And this match wound up kind of sweaty in the end. So here we go. I'm not used to spawning over here. Iron Banner, of course, should spawn near C or A. Spawn basically on B here. And so decide what the heck, we'll take B. And watching these two pathways here, because that's where the trouble will come from. He's covering the right, so I figure that's going to be okay. Back up a little bit. This fellow's running straight at us. Now he got me weak from the handheld supernova, and then the guy comes in at the mountaintop and cleans it up. And that guy was going to be a problem throughout the match. It was always a pleasure to kill him. You know, and you know when your first death's to mountaintop how things are likely to go. Okay, so I'm trying to stick near or around my teammates here, play a little bit smarter. I also set my jump to high jump, which is something I'm not used to doing because I'm basically a PvP player, but our PvE player, and see that's a case right there where it probably bailed me out because I got above that explosion in a way that a triple jump couldn't have. They're going up the center, so I decide to go, and then look, I see this guy right to my right. He's right on my radar, and I ignore him and fixate on the guy in front of me. Now I got the guy in front of me, but the guy to the right had easy pickings, and he cleans us up. That is the thing I have to work on most of all, I think, right now. I think 1v1 I do okay, maybe even sometimes 1v2, but you can't turn your blind side to a player right there in that range. For some reason he didn't pick up heavy. I don't know what the deal was with that. I would have, if I didn't want to use it, I'd take it and just blow it into the air. And it's going to cost him a couple of his teammates here in just a moment. I got one of them right there. And this fellow tries to get above it, and it just doesn't work. I have 7 rounds left, which I'll put into the next guy that hard charges. Now that's Mr. Mountaintop right there. So it was a pleasure to contribute to his demise. And things are going pretty well. I mean, we're behind, but in it, not getting blown out. Really, the Warlock with a Mountaintop is the biggest problem, or at least he was for me. Still, I don't go up the center all that much still because I'm not very good about my situational awareness, and if I have the map's edge to one side, at least I know I don't have to look over there. As I get better about looking around, you know, I'll probably play the center a bit more, which by the end of the match I wind up doing anyway. Okay, so see right here, I should have followed up right behind my teammate and helped team fire. Instead, right in the middle of the fight, I decided to cut right and get a better angle. And by that point in time, he's already dead, and I should have been going the other way as soon as I saw him go down. And again, I fixate on the wrong target, and that fellow just drops right in. And that's the Warlock with the Mountaintop, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, bump the wall there. Alright. I hear the super, and I don't know whose it is, but it doesn't matter. I'm getting hit from the side, juke out of it, head back towards C where I see teammates, and I figure that'll give me enough time to kind of get revived, get a pick here. I have my super, I notice, and I'm looking for a cluster of players to use it on. I'm trying to use my super in quick play anyway, more or less as soon as I get it, because it'll provide opportunity for orbs for my team, and then maybe we can chain some supers together. That's my thought process anyway. And if you play close together, that should work. Now, instead of going into B, where there were a lot of people, I go right there first, and it was a mistake because they have time to split up now. I see the mountaintop guy, kill him, because I figure if I turn my back, he'll kill me. And that's the biggest screw up I did up to that point in time. If you use that block, you can sometimes block a Nova Bomb. I've done it. And I just gave it enough of an angle that it got in and killed me. I should have just gone straight at it. And I would have had a better chance of getting out of that. Alright, so we have a 21-point lead at this point. And I ran into that guy again. And I think he and I just kept taking the same paths because we traded kills over and over in this match. Okay, and bad jump there. I couldn't float over it. I should have turned and fought. My first reaction is always to run. And that's something else I'm going to have to work on. I'm going to have to, you know, if you know you're going to die anyway, turn and take as much out of the enemy as you can before you go. At least it'll help your teammates get a kill. Okay, bad aim there. Grab the Crimson, hit a couple shots on him. Almost had him, but he popped the grenade out there, and I didn't feel like I could risk putting any more on him. Take a pick there, hurt pretty bad, and there's where the high jump helps again. And then, situational awareness. Never looked right, and once again, we get cleaned up. Still have a 20-point lead, but that's about to change because we're about to get triple capped here shortly. And you notice that their score is beginning to creep up. They're now within 12. That's a tragic warp on his part. Move up towards B. And you notice so far that my deaths have largely been to just not paying attention to what's going on around me, just not being aware of the environment. All right, moving on out. And I noticed the red to the right, put it on him. That was 50-50 because he had that sniper. If that guy was a better sniper, I wouldn't have gotten out of that. Okay, 101 to 87. Take note of that score. They're 14 away. Moving towards C. And we've got 2 zones, but they're taking B right now. And then I just about had that guy dead, and there's another one come up behind me, and now I'm in big trouble. I'm about to get pinched. And essentially, I'm in their spawn at this point. And I think it's... Okay, yeah, I just didn't have enough to take him down. I was hurt just enough. And you notice they're spawning right there. I kept winding up in that area. And you don't want to be in the middle of a spawn when your team is slaying out. Unless, of course, you can slay out as well. All right. 110 to 102. It's within 8. This clause is super strong. Within the range, you notice when you look at the stats, it didn't have very long range. There's Mountaintop guy. And this is where we get into trouble. I jump up, Goldie catches me right in mid-jump. And he comes up and cleans us off C. And that's it. They get it. And they've now taken the lead. On the power, on the strength of that super. Now, I'm going to chase him off. I don't get a single kill with this. But it doesn't matter. Because it chased him off of C. And we were able to go back and take it. I guess they didn't realize I'd ran out and just kept running. Because if they'd reversed on me, I only have one teammate. Now, you see the second one coming up, and they realize too late. And so we get the zone back. You see we have a player on near A. looping around, and of course I run right into two guys at least, maybe three, I can't tell now. And Mountaintop hits me right in the face. But on the strength of my teammates' play, we are in the lead again and beginning to climb up. I'm trying not to get picked by that sniper again. I'm trying to learn my lesson. Covering the heavy. Get a different angle. He's above. I jump. Switch to Crimson. And I was lucky that we had a team shot there because he had me dead to rights. Alright. Moving back to B. See if I can stop the cap. I toss a bad grenade, which turns out to be a good grenade because he walks into it. Alright. And here we go. We're just about done here. I get an assist on this one and then get taken from behind. My guy didn't know I was there. Now, he was a blink guy too, and you notice his internet was just kind of jumping there. So not strong connection. Don't want to complain too much because we did fine, but yeah. Alright, that's a perfectly good match for me, and with that, I'm going to sign off for the night. This is Geezer Gamer, also known as Iron Bill. You have a good night.